It's happened again. If you are a longtime Bethesda fan and you own a PlayStation but not an Xbox, then you've experienced this before. As far back as Fallout 3, I can remember occasions of getting the DLC and it working very poorly. In fact, Operation Anchorage, I remember on my PlayStation, would literally run 1 to 5 frames per second at a pivotal moment. If I did something wrong, the game would freeze up and I couldn't go any further and the DLC was useless. I literally only got to beat it once because it was that big of a fucking bug-ridden issue on PlayStation 3. The same happened with Skyrim. If you remember Skyrim DLC, it was atrocious. It was so bad and took so long to get on PlayStation, even past the point of the exclusive deal with Microsoft, that Bethesda just sold this fucking DLC at half price, and frankly, they probably should have gave it away for free, because even when we got the DLC, it was a mess. Well, now, it's 2016, and some things just don't change. Bethesda has taught me one thing about them. They don't fucking change. Engine. Once again, we have some issues. Unfortunately, PlayStation fans will not be experiencing mods for their console, simply because there are just huge and numerous issues with said problems. The delay comes after Bethesda acknowledges some serious sounding issues with the Fallout 4 mods, including problems that could lead to memory and performance issues. However, Bethesda provided no explanation at all today regarding why PlayStation 4 mods will be delayed, or the beta, I should say. If you've been keeping up with this, you know that there were texture issues and sound issues, because I believe the proprietary system of the PlayStation uses something that's totally different than Microsoft and PC, so getting sounds over is also an arduous task, apparently. I really feel Bethesda didn't think this through at all, whatsoever. They sat there, they put out Fallout, they knew they were going to give us these really lame DLCs. They should be ashamed, because the DLC content is fucking pathetic. So they're like, how else could we expand the life of our game on consoles? Let's put mods on consoles. It shouldn't be that hard now that the consoles are running on an x86 platform, and we'll make money off of the modders. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Screw you, community. I mean, we love you. We're so moved and touched by your creativity that we're making money off of. Thank you, guys. And I'm pretty sure that was this thought process. We'll extend the life of our fucking games on consoles by adding mods. Therefore, they don't have to create content anymore. Leave it to the modders. They'll move on to the next game and do the same fucking thing. Like, fuck you, Bethesda. Your season pass sucks. But my point is, this seems like it was so poorly implemented and so poorly planned that they didn't even know what the fuck they were dealing with until they hit the damn wall. It was like driving blindfolded. Yeah, it seems like a funny and cool idea with your friends while you're drinking after going to a party and you're on an empty road, until they pull off that blindfold and you're heading for a fucking tree. Now, the funny thing is the level of anger and vitriol this has created in the console community. Right now, PlayStation fans are pretty much saying this is a huge conspiracy theory. I've even seen some people go as far as blaming Microsoft, Nvidia, and Intel for this. But Intel and Nvidia don't power the fucking Xbox or the PlayStation, so why? I mean, this is grasping at straws. You could tell that this whole system is just a cash grab. In the sense, to extend the life of the game, as I've said numerous times before, it's kind of lame on Xbox. It's 2 gigabytes. And frankly, the Resurrection mod I use on my Fallout is 2.1 gigabytes. 2 gigabytes is nothing. But the PlayStation users would only be limited to 900 megabytes. Like, what the holy fuck would be the point then? The best you could do is a handful of gun mods. That's about it. You couldn't even do a quest mod if it came out. Now, I know the console fans are sitting there going, hey, later on they might, add a patch that'll juke it up and add more to it, and then we can get quest mods. I wouldn't fucking count on it. It's fucking Bethesda, dude. Like, really, it's fucking Bethesda. They don't even patch their games after a certain point. Like, if it wasn't for fucking the mod community, Skyrim wouldn't have been the hit it was. It wouldn't be as stable as it is now. The unofficial Skyrim patches, dude. Because Bethesda just was like, well, we're done with this game, we're moving on to the next one, sucks to suck, good luck to you. And then the mod community fixes it. Do you really think Bethesda's gonna go around and then decide to put some extra time into this for you guys? Like, once they start seeing sales drop, they're gonna give up and say, fuck it. On top of that, that also really weird idea where you think modders are just going to mod more room on your system for mods. It's hard to explain, but I've seen people talk about maybe they're going to make a mod where you can use this mod to give you more space to use for mods. Like, really? You think modders are gonna like bust their balls to do that? It's insanity. And everything that Bethesda is doing so far to seem more cool and interesting all reeks of a ulterior motive to make more money. And I'm going to leave you with this one. Recently, there's been a lot of talk on Reddit and other sites about paid mods on consoles for Skyrim. I don't know if it's going to come to fruition, since now it's kind of out in the open. But if it does, one, I'm going to laugh my ass off, and two, I can't wait to watch it crash and burn. Because if you couldn't get PC gamers to pay for mods, you're damn sure not getting console gamers to pay for mods. The moral of the story is, next time you buy a Bethesda game and you want to try mods, just get it on PC and save yourself the headache. You're not getting half the experience you get on a console. And don't sit there and tell me about the PlayStation Neo and Xbox Scorpio. You're still going to have to deal with the fact that these are owned by companies. Sony and Microsoft are not going to allow you to have an Iron Man suit in fucking Fallout. It's just not going to happen. Trademarks. You're not going to have Batman in Fallout. There's a Batman mod now. You know, just think about that. I mean, yeah, PCs may seem real tough, but let me put it to you like this. It's adult Legos. And if you can handle Legos, you can build a PC. Well, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Feel free to leave a comment on how you feel about this bullshit. Frankly, it's such a dumb story. I feel like taking a shit right now. I got to shit. I'm going to go take a shit. I'm out.